Hi everyone, today we're going to be reacting to the second episode of the Searching for Giggles documentary by Dabin. We're so excited because the first one was really insightful. I feel like we didn't know a lot about the way that touring actually works, so it was really nice to see, and it was kind of fun to relive a little bit of that tour as well. But it was hard to see the difficult behind the scene things. So the first episode was actually about 20 minutes long, and this one's only about 6 minutes 30 seconds. My guess is that this might just be the beginning of Coming to You Live, the label, and what he's doing now. Maybe that's why it's a little bit shorter.
Well, it says
ANECHOIC period. And in the album, that's the mellow transition. I think that's
this is gonna be he's moving on.
Yeah.
Finding peace.
I think you're onto that, sis.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that maybe there will be even a part 3, because
probably
the album goes part 1, the ANECHOIC period, and then there's another part to it that's a little more joyful and stuff. So how fun! But anyways, we're so excited to see this. I still can't get enough of the album, so let's go ahead and watch it.
Do you know that feeling of dying inside, but having to pretend everything is okay? Being unhappy, but having to appear happy. This stage, I've dreamed of for a long time. A stage every artist dreams of. I, who was in a state of complete despair, managed to be on the stage with great difficulty. People will never know how lonely and sad I was. It's something no one will ever understand. When doubts and suspicions unveil itself and turn into certainty, I didn't want to believe it. I wanted to run away. Was I actually alive? I was dead inside.
That's so sad. Oh, that looks like a dream. Wow. That's beautiful. Wow, I wonder where that is. That's so pretty.
I think it's Guam.
I don't know.
I don't really know anything about
Me neither.
Guam, but I know that's where he's from.
Super pretty.
Perhaps, due to my childhood memories, spending the whole day in nature is still the most comforting thing for me. Flowing slowly within it, there's a feeling of only the pure flow of a clear mind remaining.
That's so beautiful. Wow.
This makes me so happy for him.
Yeah.
Such peace.
Maybe to that tranquility I've always wanted to go back. Completely distancing from myself, from all the noise of the world. I wanted to be tranquil.
That's so relatable. Maybe not to the same degree, because I'm definitely not under that much stress, but relatable still.
Is he crying in this part?
But I mean, it looks like he's, resting and stuff. I hope he actually did, considering he's still being filmed and technically working. Hopefully he still got to really enjoy.
I mean, maybe
this
he
trip.
did a self-type vlog. He just recorded and then edited and
maybe.
With my eyes blinded
used clips
in the darkness, I felt myself gradually fading away. Always under pressure, watching my step. Chasing, 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 without a break. The reoccurring words always brought me back to the same place.
A break?
Yes, a break. For us.
Can you stop being selfish for us?
Me? Not you.
You know how much I bust my ass for you?
What?
Is this supposed to be, you know,
That's what I'm thinking.
you know, who?
Enough is enough. It's time to face the deeply feared reality. I didn't want to run away anymore. So, I faced the ugly truth. Amidst the countless noise, I wanted to be tranquil. And I seeked clarity. What am I really seeking? Why do I seek that? Who do I do all this for? What is it that I want to feel? What am I breathing for?
The ANECHOIC period from the album.
I love how he's just walking next to chickens.
It's so pretty. I'm loving this like vlog side to him. It's so cool. Getting his vitamin D, nature time, exercise,
breathing in all that fresh
resting.
air.
This is healing for sure. Oh, that's so pretty. Aww, so cute. Did his bike say Bali? Maybe it was Bali.
Yes.
Well, I didn't pay attention to that.
Back to the beginning. Let me take you back.
Come to life. I can only imagine like how exhausting that job and like being in the public eye must be like.
Yeah, and it's not even just like you think, oh, performing and singing, that's exhaustion. No, it's having to put on this like mask that you're okay, that you're happy, that, you know, like, because it's like obviously he loves the fans, but it's at the same time like he's not even happy. Like, how can he perform? Like, it's so hard to even imagine like going up there and not feeling so much negativity inside,
like having
especially
to...
because you're performing in front of your fans, people that you that are people that love and support you, which like I'm sure it goes, you know, both ways for him. But seeing him, I'm like, oh, I felt so bad, like, because it's, have you ever suffered with like depression, anxiety, or just simply been sad on what, like, you know how hard it is to, you know, burnt out, you know, it's like everything like just like brings you so much exhaustion and you're just tired and like it feels like nothing's even going right. And you know, it sucks to see him because it's like, especially as a fan, like you're like we mentioned I think in the previous reaction, the first episode, because we were at the concerts, you know, and it's like you have no idea what they're actually going through. And seeing this, I feel so selfish, you know, because it's like, oh, we want more, we want the stage, when's it come back, when's this, when, like postmar, whatever, when in reality he just wants peace, like he said, tranquility, like, and it's like he had to go to, I guess, Bali to find that, to be by himself. Well, I know, but you know, he literally had to remove himself from what feels like it's this bubble of a world. And yeah, he's out there in nature with the chickens and the ducks and the people and the water, the tree, everything. Like, he just needed to breathe and be by himself. Like, the fact that he couldn't even go home and feel like that, he had to actually physically remove himself. Oh, I feel horrible. But also seeing him actually doing it and like finding that inner peace, like, again, you kind of have to like reset. You know, it's clearly he didn't really die or, you know, come back to life or whatever, but yeah, sometimes you have to like, just like a computer, just reboot, reset. You're starting fresh, you know, you close all your tabs, you're starting over. So
yeah,
it's good to see him starting over.
no,
You know,
agreed,
especially
for sure.
hearing. I'm pretty sure that voice that we heard is that named person, and it's like, how dare you say someone to? Do you know how much I've done for you?
Too?
You're tired? Do you know how much I've done for you? That is the biggest, probably one of the main reasons I do what I do for myself. So what, like, I don't have the worry that someone's ever going to be like, oh, you have this because of me, or you did that because of me, or you know how much I do for you. And that's like the biggest ick someone could, or like just the biggest no, just no. If someone ever said that to me, I'd be like, go away, go away. This is because me, in my opinion, the grace of God. But you know what I mean? Like, who says that? Especially if someone you find like you're a friend, you consider probably a brother, your team, you know, partner in business, whatever. It's like, what is wrong with you? Hearing that, I'm like, it makes my blood boil, because it's like, who do you think you are to be talking to Dabin like that?
Yeah. It's just,
and doing what you did on top of it. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah,
What is wrong
I feel
with
like
you?
because he was trying to take their money, that's why he wanted to keep them working
Exactly.
like back to back. But it's like, let's be real, bro. Like, first of all, that's very inconsiderate of you. Like, if someone's tired, they're tired, because clearly it wasn't just physical exhaustion, it was mental. Emotional. Like, it is a lot. Like, you
and
were
it
a
takes
human
a toll
being
on you.
and you just
I'm
can't
surprised
function
he didn't.
that
I'm
way.
surprised he didn't like break down in the
I would
middle
have.
of a performance. Oh, easy.
Yeah, I would have.
Easy. And then on top of it, just cherry on top, someone to say that bull to you. No, dude. Like, I'm so happy that unfortunately he had to go through this, but I'm so happy that he's no longer with, you know, said individual or whatever, or just people that aren't good for him. Like, it sucks that had to happen, but boom, now you're at peace. Hopefully you're doing better. You will continue to do better, and with people that genuinely care about you, that will support you, that won't pressure you to working until you're like, yeah, burnt out, like you said, you know. So
Yeah.
and the fact that he could document this, and he's like, whenever he's ready, you know, he did this, he took the time, and he's like, okay, I'm ready to put out this or whatever. Even if it's a 6-minute video compared to like the first one, this is, you know, a lot shorter, but still, it's like, dude, a peace of mind for the fan. Like, I enjoyed it. The aesthetic, like everything, even though it's just, it's not even an aesthetic, it's not something that you're like, you can necessarily copy. It's just like, I don't know, it's something that I personally desire.
Peaceful.
You can't really copy paste it. Yeah, you have to look beyond your typical bubble to find that like peace and tranquility, and good for him, dude. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I reached a point in my life where I got burnt out too, and that's when we finally took, you know, some time to leave the country, finally have a trip, like, for the first time in our lives. And when I tell you, I feel like I found like a sense of purpose. I felt alive for the first time. It
doesn't matter how big the problem is, just know that at the end of the day, it'll be okay. You'll get through it, no matter how big or small. Like, it's just temporary. It's not forever, you know. And unfortunately, not everyone's as blessed to be able to like go away or stuff like that. But yeah, like you said, going on walks.
Yeah,
you don't have to go.
Coping mechanism. It just has helped me de-stress. Reading has helped me a lot.
Seeing like just a different screen, except it's real life. There's trees, there's birds, there's bunnies, there's all, you know, all these little distractions will help you a lot as someone who, like, we experience it as well, you know.
Yeah, when they say go touch some grass, it's not in a like really go touch some grass. Be in the sunlight for like 5 minutes. It helps you.
Fresh air.
A lot.
Sunlight.
Like, I used to be anti-sun, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, it feels so good.
Like, you generally feel the energy from the sun. Obviously wear your sunscreen, but you do feel like you're like, okay, you have this boost of energy. You start to feel a little bit more happy. You're going on walks, so your body's not as sore or stiff, like, you know,
you
like,
just feel good, because you also feel productive, like in a healthy way. It's not like you're overworking yourself. Or what he's doing, feel like work.
He's meditating. I'm not really sure, like, if he would listen to music or podcasts or whatever, you know, but like, you have to find something that'll like help you.
Yeah, for me,
you know?
music is like a big thing. That's why I'm always
His
like,
music,
ooh,
too,
more music, more
is
music.
like-
But geez, I don't want to push that. I don't want to put that kind of pressure on my favorite artist. So you know, it was really just enjoyable. I personally loved this more like vlog style of like a peaceful vlog too. You know, and especially knowing the context behind it, like how much he was going, like how much stuff he was going through, and you know what a hard time and like a low point this was for him. To see him like take that time to
And
really
how nobody knew,
relax, and really try to go through the healing process. And you know, I respect that like a lot.
But seeing him like raw like this, unfortunately, like obviously I don't want him to go through anything that's bad, but seeing him like show that part of his life, I'm like, it just makes you appreciate them so much more as an artist, as a person. Even though we don't know him personally, you know, it's like, wow, like I do appreciate you a little more because you're showing us the real you, which you don't have to. Obviously, all of the stuff you could have easily kept and just like continue to wear that mask, or you know, put on this like,
and it's not
character,
even,
I guess.
I wouldn't even say that it's like, oh, he wears this mask. I feel like part of how he is on stage is
for
still,
sure, but
like,
he doesn't have to put on a forced smile, is what I'm trying to say.
Like having to force yourself to be in that mood, in that zone for other people, like
when
I could not be famous because I'd get canceled. Like I'd be like, if I'm having a shit day, everybody's having a shit day. You know, so it's like he seriously, props to him for being such a professional. There's just so much meaning to this whole album, and everything, like from the lyrics, you know, to
and even though it's
documentaries,
his personal
it helps me value
perspective,
everything so much.
Yeah, even though it's from his POV, it's so relatable because even though you don't have the same problems or whatever, like it helps, like it just helps to know that someone's out there also going through something like that.
Your favorite artist
also
struggles.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh,
you know,
okay.
And we're all going through it together. So hopefully this is a part where we're all finding tranquility or whatever. And I don't know, just to see him go through those little stages and he's getting out of that like dark place is really relieving, I guess.
Yeah, right? So like it started off with him saying like, I'm not alive, like I don't feel alive, this, like it's just not it. And then it ends with the heartbeats coming, you know. So like I love the symbolism there. Like you said earlier, it really does suck that he had to get this life lesson in this way
and like go through it so publicly as well.
But I'm happy that, you know, I mean, he clearly got rid of a big problem, so that's good. I like to watch calm vlogs when I'm typing, very, like, or like anything like that.
White noise type.
Yes. Yeah. His voice is so soothing too, so I really love that he narrated it himself. But I feel like this is a
and selfishly, I appreciate that it's in English because we could generally like
subtitles
listen
in both
to
languages.
Yes.
Appreciated. But
I do hope there's a part 3, part 4.
No
pressure.
Coming. No
pressure, obviously.
Not at all. But I do think we're gonna get something else. Just considering how like the order of the album goes, I think that the documentaries are gonna go the same way.
And it kind of did leave off kind of like on a cliffhanger type thing.
Heartbeats,
yes. Heartbeat. Like, he's like mid-sentence and then just, you know.
I feel like this like revamp is like CTYL coming, you know. So.
And we'll get to know him really well, hopefully.
I'm excited. I hope you enjoyed our reaction to this video. I know we rambled a lot and we became inspirational speakers for a little bit, but it's just, I mean, he's going through it. We've been through, you know, relatable things, and it's just, I mean, it's hard not to turn it into that, you know what I mean? Like, it's just life. And if I can offer you any advice to make yours better, sure, you know, and I think that's what he's doing too. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope Dabin's doing amazing, and we can't wait to, you know, react to whenever he provides something else. But for now, we wait patiently and we continue to enjoy his content. Bye.